Have you ever looked back at a photo from a special event and thought, wait, what was I wearing? Maybe it was that body-hugging dress that looked great in the mirror, but had you holding your breath all night just to keep it together. Or that sparkly silk top you thought felt youthful and fun, but under the party lights, it reflected so much you could see every line, crease, and strap underneath. You're not alone. I can't tell you how many women have quietly told me, I feel like I'm trying to hang on to something, but the harder I try, the more it slips away. Here's the truth most people won't say out loud. Turning 50 isn't the end of beauty. It's the beginning of elegance, of confidence, of showing up as a woman who knows herself. But the tricky part? Our bodies evolve. And if our style doesn't evolve with us, we end up making choices that no longer serve us, not because we've lost our sense of style, but because the rules have quietly changed. And it's not just us regular women. Even the most famous stars, with whole styling teams behind them, still get it wrong. Just take a look at Jeff Bezos' $68 million wedding in Venice. Lavish gowns, celebrity guests, glamour everywhere. And yet, some of the most high-profile women there became fashion don'ts, all caught on camera. As a fashion designer who works specifically with women over 50, I've learned this. It's not just about spotting fashion mistakes. It's about recognizing that underneath those mistakes is often a quiet frustration. A moment where a woman stands in front of the mirror and wonders, is my style out of date? In this video, I'm not just pointing out what went wrong. I'm showing you the way back to a version of elegance that honors where you are now. You don't need to squeeze into something trendy or try to look younger. You just need to choose pieces that fit you, your shape, your life, your energy. When you do that, you'll find you're not trying anymore. You're just true beauty after 50. Come from turning back the clock. There's one question I hear all the time from women standing in the fitting room. Does this dress make me look younger? And behind that question, there's often a quiet fear. If I don't look young anymore, will people still notice me? Will I still get compliments? Will I still be seen as beautiful? Because somewhere along the way, we were taught that youth equals beauty. So what do many women do? They reach for cut-out dresses, body-hugging tops, or hemlines just a little shorter than they're truly comfortable with. Not because they love those styles, but because they believe it's the only way to keep up. But here's the thing. That kind of effort often backfires. I once worked with a 58-year-old executive, a woman who radiated power and grace in the boardroom. For a big evening event, she showed up in a tight off-the-shoulder dress with a cinched waist. She wasn't glowing. She looked uncomfortable, like she was wearing someone else's idea of what she should be. And when she saw herself in the photos later, she sighed and said, I don't know who that woman is. That's not me. What I've learned over the years is this. Beauty after 50 doesn't come from pretending we're still 35. It comes from embracing where we are now and dressing in a way that honors that truth. You don't need to chase youth. You just need to choose clothes that reflect your confidence, your wisdom, your presence. Let every stitch, every soft fold of fabric say, I know who I am, and I'm confident in the woman I've become. That, my friend, is timeless beauty. 3 design choices that steal your elegance after 50. You could spend thousands on a designer dress, but if the design is wrong, you'll still look like you're trying too hard, not effortlessly elegant. As we move past 50, our bodies shift, and so does our energy. Back in your 30s, you could throw on a bold dress and light up the room just with youthful charm. But after 50, elegance becomes less about showing skin and more about showing wisdom. As a designer for women in this age group, I see 3 common dress designs that are mistaken for glamorous, but in reality, they often work against your natural beauty. 1, the overly tight corset, when sexy turns into stressful. At Jeff Bezos' $68 million wedding, Lauren Sanchez wore a corseted Dolce & Gabbana gown. Glamorous on paper, but in photos, she looked stiff, uncomfortable, and tense, not radiant. Here's the problem. Corsets are structured for drama, not for comfort. And after menopause, our bodies deserve support, not squeezing. Tight corseting can actually exaggerate areas we'd rather soften, restrict movement, and make you look like you're battling your own dress. A better option. Look for dresses with gentle shaping at the waist, soft fabrics that drape naturally, and smart tailoring that celebrates your figure without forcing it. 2 midriff or back cutouts, when youthful feels forced. Let's be honest, most of us don't love showing our stomach or lower back after 50. Skin texture changes, muscle tone shifts, and even the most toned women may have spots they'd rather not put under a spotlight. I once styled a fabulous 54-year-old client who tried on a backless gown from a trendy collection. It looked amazing on the hanger, but when she saw herself in the mirror, she laughed and said, "It looks like I'm trying to be someone I'm not." Instead, try a soft off-the-shoulder style or something that highlights your collarbone or shoulders. It's subtly sexy and far more refined. 3 deep plunging necklines, don't let the focus drop. Plunging necklines are often marketed as lengthening. But in reality, they can draw attention to areas that naturally show age first, the chest and décolletage. Think sunspots, fine lines, or thinning skin. Plus, the eye gets pulled downward away from your face, which is where your real warmth and beauty live. Try this instead. Go for a flattering V-neck, not too low, a boat neckline that highlights your shoulders, or a square neck that frames your face beautifully. You'll look lifted, polished, and age-appropriate without sacrificing style. You might have the perfect dress, but if your first appearance, the moment you step out of the car, isn't styled right, the whole look can fall flat. In the next section, I'll show you why your arrival outfit matters more than you think, and how to carry elegance from the curb to the ballroom with effortless class. Don't lose your elegance before you even walk in. People don't just notice what you're wearing once you've settled into your seat. They notice you the second you step out of the car. That first impression, it matters. How you carry yourself, how you walk, whether your outfit says, "I belong here," or "I just threw something on." The common mistake, dressing just to get there. One of the biggest style slip-ups I see, even among otherwise stylish women, is putting all the effort into their main event look, but completely neglecting the outfit they arrive in. I've had clients say things like, "Oh, I'll just wear leggings and a tee for the ride and change into the real outfit later." But here's the thing. This isn't a casual coffee run or a trip to the gym. This is a formal event, and you never know who's watching from across the valet line or which camera might catch you stepping out. Even at Jeff Bezos' ultra-exclusive wedding in Venice, where style was everything, media personality Gayle King showed up in cargo pants and a t-shirt. The headlines weren't kind. It wasn't about whether she looked bad. It was about context. The outfit didn't match the moment. A better approach. Look elegant from the very start. As a designer, I always suggest my clients prepare an arrival outfit. Something polished, comfortable, and camera-ready. It doesn't need to be elaborate, but it does need to be intentional. Here, what works beautifully. A wrinkle-resistant midi dress or a sleek jumpsuit. Stylish flats or low-heeled shoes with some structure. A light jacket or wrap to tie the look together. A medium-sized handbag that can transition with your event outfit. These pieces help you feel put together and stay practical, especially for outdoor events, hotel venues, or places where changing rooms aren't easily available. Bonus tip, your body language matters too. Style isn't just about what you wear, it's how you carry it. Walk slowly with purpose. Keep your shoulders back and head gently lifted. And don't underestimate the power of a genuine smile. There's nothing more magnetic than a confident woman who's lived, learned, and still shines from within. Now that your entrance is flawless, it's time to talk about the next big challenge. How do you find a dress that flatters your post-menopause? Dressing well after menopause. It's not about hiding your belly. It's about highlighting your smarts. I used to have a waistline. Now it's just gone. How can I possibly feel stylish again? I've heard that exact question from so many women over 50. Menopause doesn't just change our hormones, it changes how our bodies look and feel. Weight shifts to the midsection, skin becomes softer, and even our posture can subtly shift. But here's what I want you to know. These changes do mean the end of beauty. In fact, they're the beginning of a smarter, more intentional way to dress, not for other people, not to chase youth, but to reflect exactly who you are now. What doesn't work anymore? Dressing like you're still 30. Too many women hold onto those bodycon dresses they wore in their 30s, thinking that if they could just get back into it, they'll feel like themselves again. But when they try it on, something feels off. The belly's more visible, the bust sits differently, the shoulders have relaxed. Then the self-doubt creeps in. Let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with you. The issue is, you're using a 30-year-old style to talk to a 55-year-old body, and that language doesn't translate anymore. So what's the solution? Smarter design, softer lines, same elegance. As a designer, I always recommend these 3 dress styles for post-menopausal bodies. 1. The A-line dress. A gentle flare from the waist down helps create balance. It glides over the midsection, hips, and thighs without looking bulky. This is hands down the most flattering silhouette for women over 50, elegant, forgiving, and feminine. 2. The empire waist. This style gathers just below the bust, not the waist, which gives the illusion of a longer lower body and pulls attention upward. Perfect for when you feel like your waist is no longer your best feature, but you still want to feel shaped. 3. Clever cuts and draping. Details like angled seams, soft pleats, or gathered fabric at just the right spot can redirect the eye and smooth out any areas you're not loving. It's not about hiding flaws, it's about highlighting your best features. Toned arms, graceful collarbones, beautiful shoulders. Small tip, big impact. Choose the right fabric. After 50, the fabric makes or breaks the look. Too thin. It clings to every little bump. Too thick. It adds bulk and feels heavy. Look for fabrics with a soft drape that hold their shape but don't hug too tight, like silk crepe, cotton blends, or Japanese silk. These feel luxurious on the skin and give your dress that effortless glide. Now that you know what your body needs and how to dress it with clarity and confidence, let's talk about one more thing that can quietly ruin the hidden secret to looking polished. It starts with what's underneath. I bought the perfect dress, so why don't I feel pulled together when I wear it? I hear this all the time from my clients, and the answer might surprise you. It's not about the dress. It's about what's underneath it. Yes, I'm talking about your bra, your underwear, and maybe even your shapewear, the pieces nobody sees, but that quietly shape how everything else looks. The mistake most women make? Wearing the same underwear they've had for years. After 50, our bodies shift. Our bust may not sit where it used to, the lower tummy may feel a bit softer, and those little lines on the back might suddenly appear out of nowhere. But so many women keep wearing the same bra size and style they've worn for a decade out of habit. The result? Straps dig into your shoulders. Cups either overflow or gap. Bra bands squeeze in the back, creating lumps under your dress. Panty lines show through under strong lighting. And worst of all, that elegant dress suddenly looks cheap, and you don't know why. The solution. Build your look from the inside out. The right undergarments change everything. Here's what I recommend to every woman over 50. 1. Bras, support, not squeeze. Get professionally fitted, ideally once a year. Look for bras with soft underwire and cups that lift gently without squishing. Wider bands in the back help smooth out lines, and straps should stretch without digging into your shoulders. Skip the heavy push-up. It often looks unnatural on a mature silhouette. 2 underwear. No lines, no problems. Choose seamless microfiber or soft lace panties that disappear under your dress. A mid or high-rise cut can lightly shape your tummy without feeling restrictive. 3. Shapewear. Choose wisely and breathe. You don't need to wear something that feels like a corset. Instead, go for light shaping pieces that help your dress drape better and give you a smooth silhouette, especially for slip dresses or anything form-fitting. Think of it not as sucking in, but gently smoothing. For long evening gowns or summer wedding dresses, a light shapewear slip can keep fabric from clinging to the skin, making you look elegant and feel confident all night. One golden tip. Try on the actual undergarments with your dress. This is a game changer. Too often, we try dresses on with the wrong bra or random underwear, and the fit looks off. Then comes event day, and suddenly the dress shifts, gaps, or shows lines. Try your dress with the exact bra, panties, and any shapewear you plan to wear. You'll be amazed at how different and better everything fits. Now that you've got your foundation set, it's time to think about something just as important. The fabric. Because no matter how beautiful the dress, if the fabric doesn't breathe, especially in summer or at outdoor weddings, you'll end up sweaty, sticky, and uncomfortable. The secret power of fabric. Your silent partner in style. I wore a beautiful dress, got so many compliments when I arrived. But an hour in, I was sweating, the fabric clung to my back, and I could feel the dampness show through. I kept wishing I'd chosen something else. If you've ever found yourself overheating, tugging at your dress, or spotting sweat marks halfway through an event, trust me, you are not alone. Thousands of women in their 50s and 60s go through this, all because of one small but critical oversight, choosing the wrong fabric. The common mistake, a gorgeous dress in the wrong material. I remember one client who showed up to an outdoor summer wedding in a stunning sapphire blue gown. She looked radiant at first, everyone noticed. But within 40 minutes, I saw her sitting quietly, wiping her forehead and avoiding the camera. The fabric was a heavy, non-breathable polyester that trapped heat and showed every drop of moisture on her back. What started as a show-stopping look ended in silent discomfort. And I don't want that for you. The designer's solution: choose fabric that breathes, flatters, and lasts all day. As we age, our bodies respond differently to heat, texture, and pressure. Hormonal changes mean we're more prone to sudden warmth, sweat, and skin sensitivity. That's why fabric is just as important, if not more, than silhouette. Here are 4 fabrics I always recommend to my clients over 50. 1. Silk crepe. This is one of my favorites. It's soft, lightweight, and drapes beautifully without clinging too tightly. It resists wrinkles better than pure silk and moves elegantly as you walk or sit. Perfect for hiding problem areas while still feeling elevated and luxurious. 2. High-quality cotton blends. Cool, structured, and breathable. The right cotton blend can keep you feeling fresh while holding its shape. Great for A-line dresses or lightly structured gowns. 3. Linen blends. Linen gives a refined, breezy look that's perfect for garden parties or summer weddings. Choose linen blended with synthetic fibers to reduce wrinkling while keeping that airy feel. 4. Layered chiffon. Ideal for formal evenings or weddings. Chiffon creates movement and softness without bulk. Just be sure it's lined well to avoid transparency and maintain a polished look. My quick test when shopping for dresses: use your senses. Touch, gently scrunch the fabric for 10 seconds. If it wrinkles badly, move on. Sight, hold the fabric under strong light. Is it see-through? Will it cling to your skin? Movement, try sitting, walking, and lifting your arms. Do you feel free? Or are there tight spots at your back, underarms, or hips? The right fabric doesn't just keep you cool, it makes you the one who looks cool. It transforms you from uncomfortable and distracted to effortlessly graceful, even after hours at a celebration. One of my favorite quotes: elegant women don't always wear the most expensive dresses, they just know how to choose fabrics that breathe. Now that you know how to let your dress and your body breathe with confidence, we need to talk about something else that can make or break your look. Color. A dress that's too bright can steal the spotlight from the bride. One that's too dark can drain your energy and make you look tired in photos. So, how do you find a shade that's both safe and stunning? The power of choosing the right color. Don't fade into the background or outshine the bride. She wore an ivory dress that was absolutely stunning. But the moment she walked into the ceremony, every head turned, not because she looked amazing, but because she looked exactly like the bride. No woman wants that kind of attention, being the accidental star of someone else's wedding. And on the flip side, I've seen beautiful women in overly dark colors who ended up looking tired or washed out in every photo. Let's talk about why color matters a lot. Mistake 1: wearing the forbidden shades at weddings. This rule never goes out of style. Don't wear white, or anything that looks too close to white, ivory, champagne, light beige, unless you're the bride. I get it. White feels fresh, youthful, and clean. But in wedding photos, it can confuse guests if you're wearing a long white dress, make you stand out in the wrong way, upset the bride and groom, especially if you end up in group photos near the bride. Now, what about black? It's chic, right? Yes, but in many cultures, especially at traditional weddings, black still symbolizes mourning. So if you're drawn to deeper shades, go for something like navy, charcoal gray, or deep plum. They carry the same elegance without the somber vibe. What colors actually flatter women over 50? After years of designing dresses for women in their 50s and 60s, I've learned that there's a power palette, colors that brighten the skin, elevate your look, and never go out of fashion. Here are my go-to shades. One emerald green. Works beautifully on warm, neutral, or pale skin tones. Feels luxurious and timeless. 2. Lavender or plum. Soft but not washed out. Especially flattering for aging skin. It brings a natural glow. 3. Deep navy. The perfect alternative to black. Adds depth in photos and makes your face pop. 4. Burgundy or wine red. Sophisticated and subtly sexy. Stunning for evening events and perfect on fair to medium skin tones. 5. Warm beige or blush nude. Light and elegant, without blending into the background. Lovely for daytime weddings or garden parties. Smart tips for picking color based on lighting and venue. Outdoor daytime events. Stick with mid-tones. Avoid anything too shiny or too dark under direct sunlight. Evening indoor weddings. Go for richer hues with a bit of sheen, like satin or silk, to catch the light beautifully. Pair with light makeup. If your dress is too pale and you're not wearing enough makeup, you might look washed out. Soft lipstick, blush, and a little eye definition can do wonders. Choosing the right color is about more than just trends. It's about letting your face, your presence, and your energy shine. And now that you know what colors work, let's bring it all together. We'll talk about how to coordinate your full wedding guest look, from dress and shoes to accessories and outerwear. Undergarments, the quiet secret that elevates your elegance after 50. A comment that stops many women in their tracks. She was wearing a designer dress, but her bra strap kept peeking out. People couldn't stop staring, for all the wrong reasons. How many times have you picked the perfect dress, only to see your photos later and notice bra lines, exposed straps, or an unflattering silhouette? Trust me, the wrong undergarments can take even the most expensive outfit down several notches. Let's talk about what's really going on underneath. The 3 most common lingerie mistakes women over 50 still make. 1. Wearing the same bra size you wore 10 years ago. After 50, your body changes, especially in the chest area. But many women still wear old bras that have lost their structure, with stretched-out bands and misaligned padding. The result? Sagging, poor support, and a dress that doesn't drape properly. 2. Choosing the wrong bra for the neckline. Wearing a wide neckline but sticking with thick-strapped bras. Or wearing a backless dress without checking for visible hooks. It only takes one visible strap or a lumpy back line to ruin an otherwise elegant look. 3. Skipping shapewear or seamless underwear. Body-hugging dresses or soft fabrics can reveal everything underneath. Regular panties may leave visible lines or bunching, especially around the hips and bottom. These are the subtle details that distract from an otherwise flawless outfit. A designer's guide to choosing the right lingerie. 1. Get professionally measured every 2 years. Over 80% of women over 50 wear the wrong bra size. Visit a quality lingerie shop and have your under-bust and bust measured. It's a small step with a big payoff. 2. Match your bra to your dress type. Off-shoulder dress, right arrow strapless bra with silicone grip. Deep V neckline, right arrow light V-cut bra with gentle support. Backless gown, silicone adhesive cups or a low back corset. 3. Embrace shapewear, but don't suffer in it. For light bodycon dresses, go with high-waisted shaping shorts that smooth, not squeeze. For figure-hugging gowns, a full bodysuit can lift the bust and shape the waistline without feeling like armor. Important. Shapewear should fit. Don't size down just to suck it all in. You'll feel restricted, breathe shallowly, and look uncomfortable, and nothing about that says elegance. A few extras worth investing in. Fashion tape. Keeps necklines and sleeves in place. No more wardrobe malfunctions. Removable padding inserts. For a little extra volume when needed. Nipple covers. Great under sheer or unlined fabrics when you skip the bra. One thing I always say when I design dresses: undergarments are your foundation. If they're not solid, everything on top starts to fall apart. Now that you've mastered the art of dressing from the inside out, there's just one more piece to this puzzle. And honestly, it's the most important one of all. Elegance is a mindset, not just a dress. A moment I'll never forget. I once saw a woman dressed head to toe in designer pieces, expensive dress, luxury heels, flawless makeup. But the way she walked, shoulders slouched, eyes downcast, as if she was afraid to take up space. And then I met another woman, wearing a simple dress, minimal makeup, nothing flashy. But the way she carried herself made the entire room take notice. That's the truth about elegance. It doesn't come from a price tag. It comes from you. True elegance isn't about how much your dress costs. You could wear a $2,000 gown, but if you don't stand tall, lift your chin, and walk with gratitude and confidence, that dress won't do you any favors. On the other hand, a well-fitting, simple dress, paired with a calm gaze, a gentle smile, and quiet confidence, can light up a room in a way no brand name ever could. I often remind my clients, people won't remember exactly what you wore, but they'll remember how you made them feel. Beauty after 50 isn't just a continuation of youth. A lot of women try to hold onto their 30-year-old self through haircuts, makeup, or dress styles that no longer feel right. But real beauty in your 50s doesn't come from holding on. It comes from letting go of pressure, of trends, of who you used to be, so you can choose what fits who you are today. When you know what flatters your skin tone, what feels comfortable on your body, and when you choose a dress not to impress others, but because it feels like you, that's when elegance truly begins. Does this make me look old? That's the question I hear most often, and I always answer with a smile. You don't need to look younger. You just need to look like you at your most beautiful right here at 50. Forget chasing compliments about how young you look. Aim for something deeper, to look like a woman who knows who she is, who knows what she wants, and doesn't need permission to shine. You don't dress to impress. You dress to express. Because at the end of the day, style isn't about being admired. It's about being authentically yourself, soft, powerful, elegant in your own way. So when you walk into a room, you don't have to raise your voice or flaunt your clothes to be noticed. You just are, present, grounded, unforgettable. If any part of this spoke to you, if you're looking for a space that celebrates midlife fashion with respect, wisdom, and a little bit of sparkle, then I invite you to join me. Share your fashion story in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. And above all, love yourself, gently, honestly,